As such, forces participating in a multinational operation will always have at least two distinct chains of command: a national chain of command and a multinational chain of command. National command includes the authority and responsibility for organizing, directing, coordinating, controlling, planning employment, and protecting military forces. For the United States, the President retains and cannot relinquish national command authority over U.S. forces. The President also has the authority to terminate U.S. participation in multinational operations at any time. Internally, U.S. military forces participate in interagency coordination, which is the cooperation and communication that occurs between agencies of the U.S. government, including the DoD, to accomplish an objective. Interagency coordination forges the vital link between the military and the diplomatic, informational, and economic instruments of national power. When formed, a Joint Interagency Coordination Group, commonly referred to as a JASIC, can provide the combatant commander with an increased capability to collaborate with other U.S. government civilian agencies and departments. An element of a geographic combatant commander staff, the JASIC is an interagency staff group that establishes and enhances regular, timely, and collaborative working relationships between other governmental agencies' representatives and military operational planners at the combatant commands. JASIC members participate in contingency, crisis action, and security cooperation planning, and provide a conduit back to parent organizations to help synchronize joint operations with the efforts of other government agencies. The National Security Council is the principal forum for consideration of national security policy issues requiring presidential determination. The National Security Council advises and assists the President in integrating all aspects of national security policy: domestic, foreign, military, intelligence, and economic. Along with its subordinate committees, the National Security Council is the principal means for coordinating, developing, and implementing national security policy. The statutory members of the National Security Council are the President, Vice President, Secretary of State, and SecDef. The Chairman is the Council's statutory military advisor, and the Director of National Intelligence is the Council's statutory intelligence advisor. Officials of the Office of the SecDef represent the SecDef in National Security Council interagency groups. Similarly, the Chairman, assisted by the Joint Staff, represents the combatant commanders for interagency matters in the National Security Council system. While the National Security Council serves as the principal forum for considering national security policy issues requiring presidential determination, the Homeland Security Council provides a parallel forum for considering unique homeland security matters, especially those concerning terrorism within the United States. The Homeland Security Council is responsible for advising and assisting the President with respect to all aspects of homeland security, and serves as the mechanism for ensuring coordination of homeland security-related activities of executive departments and agencies, and effective development and implementation of homeland security policies. The Department of Homeland Security is the primary forum for coordinating executive branch efforts to detect, prepare for, prevent, protect against, respond to, and recover from terrorist attacks within the United States. For domestic homeland security-related interagency coordination that may require military participation in countering domestic terrorism and other civil support tasks, the Department of Homeland Security has the lead. For Homeland Defense interagency coordination, DoD will have the lead. In domestic situations, the Constitution, law, and other governmental directives limit the scope and nature of military actions. Per the Posse Comitatus Act and DoD policy, the United States refrains from employing Title 10 U.S. Code DoD forces to enforce the law except in cases of necessity. Unless under authorization by the President, Congress, or the Constitution, Posse Comitatus, together with related DoD regulations, prohibits the Army, Air Force, Marine Corps, and Navy from directly participating in civilian law enforcement activities within the United States. The National Guard has unique roles in domestic operations. Under control of the respective states, National Guard units in Title 32 U.S. Code and state active duty status provide a wide variety of civil support. In its maritime law enforcement role under the Department of Homeland Security, the U.S. Coast Guard has jurisdiction in both U.S. waters and on the high seas as prescribed in law. This concludes the Joint Publication 1, Doctrine for the Armed Forces of the United States, Executive Summary Podcast. For more information on this or other Joint Doctrine publications, refer to the Joint Electronic Library at www.dtech.mil/doctrine. U.S. military professionals may access the primary authoritative source of Joint Doctrine, education, training, and related information on the Joint Doctrine, Education, and Training Electronic Information System portal at https://jadis.js.mil.